And that is how they dominate. They don't have to do shit at the federal level. They can just claim states' rights. Now, of course, this won't stop them from engaging in actions that impact everyone at the federal level when they're in power. 25.
So,
let's do it.
This time, the Party more firmly aligned with him, but a group.
True, but AIPAC's influence is often exaggerated. The main reason the support for Israel is high. U.S. strategic. Yeah, but what are we talking about? We're talking about, like, I'm the first to explain to people that, like, AIPAC isn't, like, manipulating Congress through dollars directly by getting someone who would otherwise be, like, super pro-Palestinian to be like, I love Israel. But I'm describing to you exactly how AIPAC operates. Okay? They saw at a moment of opportunity, they saw someone whose re-election chances might look weak as a consequence of redistricting and as a consequence of, like, the conservative media coming after them plea, that is an outspoken card dumping 20-1. Like, they've dumped tens of millions of dollars into George Latimer, a right-wing opponent to Jamal Bowman in another district. Latimer's main backers are all outside of the state Republican donors. It is crazy. And they're doing that not because, like, they really want this one guy out. They're doing that to be like, if you come after Israel, we will make sure that you do not get reelected. It is a way to shut everyone up. Okay? They don't have enough to fund every goddamn campaign. So they're focusing their initiatives on a campaign where they can actually have the most impact. Anyway, let's continue.
One of the reasons.
I just wish, unironically, there isn't a day that goes by where I don't wish that we didn't live in that we lived in a fucking in a universe of the conservatives' imagination. Like, can you imagine if, like, the Democratic Party was, like, actively funding revolutionary sentiment being expressed in our fucking institutions all the way from kindergarten to college? Like, how insane would that be? Acid Gots, Hasan is rich, smile. Yes, dude, I am. You got a problem? Suck my dick. Okay? I'm rich. I'm a capitalist. I love capitalism. Be gone, peasant. Okay? How about that? Put some respect on it. If you are the number one defender of capitalism, remember your fucking place. Remember your class position. Don't speak out of turn. To them, revolutionary means reality. They live in an alternative reality, remember? It's just so fucking insane. They literally talk about, like, I think it's crazy because they so openly can just, like, talk about fucking genuinely manipulating the institutions and sometimes even directly destroying them, like the education department, while simultaneously projecting about how Democrats have done this, like, infiltration. Bro, you're openly advocating to infiltrate these places, and if you can't infiltrate it, you gotta fucking destroy it entirely. Like, what do you mean? It's always projection. Reactionaries always use projection as their number one tool. Always. Oh, dude, Democrats, they're court packing. They're court packing. They're court packing. Bitch, what do you mean they're court packing? Look at the Supreme Court. You packed it. Look at the Federalist Society. A 40-year project that has been very successful. So successful that it's actually hurt the Republican Party dramatically, but it doesn't matter. It's been a successful effort to undermine the judiciary, not legislative body, to undermine the judiciary, to basically openly and deliberately do court packing. The irony of becoming a socialist after growing up conservative is realizing how few people are actually socialists. I know. Do conservatives have schizophrenia? That is the craziest and coolest way that I've ever heard someone spell a word. That is schizophrenia? Like, are they squids? Yes, judiciary undermines the legislative too, obviously. The real conservative Project 2025 is something that I've talked about quite frequently for especially the past couple of years, when I recognized somewhere along the way in the Trump administration, I started noticing, or maybe it was even before the Trump administration, I just started noticing that the Republicans had no interest in utilizing the legislative body at all, and that they wanted to get their will across in an area where they can more easily redistrict and dominate, which is states at the state level. Republicans can dominate the state Senate and the state House of Representatives and basically push for whatever their agenda is at the state level. And then the second part comes into play. The judiciary comes into play only after they've already dominated at the state level. Yeah, which is crazy given they're way overrepresented in the legislative via Senate and gerrymandering. Exactly. So regardless of the fact that they're way overrepresented in the legislative body, it's not enough, because the legislative body is not always going to be able to have this kind of impact on or the impact that they want, because the cruelty is the point. The goals are unimaginably bad. The goals are unimaginably restrictive. If you have the House of Representatives and the Senate duking it out to, like, fucking, I don't know, kill teenagers that want to get an abortion, that's going to be a real problem. CNN is going to cover it. But you can do that in the state of Mississippi and then have a Democratic administration's lawyers come and sue, take it all the way up to from the state Supreme Court, all the way to the fucking lower courts, to the federal court structure, all the way to the Supreme Court. And if you have justices and judges along the way that you have spent 40 fucking years putting into positions of power, they have a successful track of bringing it in front of the goddamn Supreme Court of the United States, which is currently packed as a supermajority conservative organization. And that is how they dominate. They don't have to do shit at the federal level. They can just claim states' rights. Now, of course, this won't stop them from engaging in actions that impact everyone at the federal level when they're in power. Yeah. But ultimately, that is precisely how this works. That is how they've been doing it. And that actually brings me to the point I was making about Project 2025. Project 2025 is not new. I mean, they've branded it and are openly saying they're going to do it. And I don't think the Democrats are fear-mongering when they point to it. This is basically calling out your shot before you take it. They're flexing. But it's no different than what they've been doing, okay? They've been doing this. They have an ideological commitment to fascism. They have an ideological commitment to fascism, which is hyper-capitalist Christian nationalism in this country. Okay? That is the way that fascism manifests in this nation. Just like the late, great, oh my God, I'm forgetting. George Carlin once said, fascism doesn't come with swastikas in this country. It comes with a fucking smiley face. Okay? Draped up in the American flag with the Bible. This is just a way to basically tell all the soldiers who know how to read, who aren't too inbred, this is how we're going to do it. The reality, however, is that this is what they've been doing in perpetuity, for as long as I've known American politics. This is not new. So the question is, what has the Democratic Party done against it? What has the Democratic Party done against it in this last cycle, or even before? The answer is nothing. Or at least not much. People always be like, Hasan, why are you eating on stream? This motherfucker's always eating in his TikToks. But that's not why I hate him. He's the classic. He is such a fucking TikTok slime ball. I hate this piece of shit so much. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. I have so many feelings in my heart. I have so many words that I want to say that I can't. This fucking smarmy, arrogant, bad tan Patrick Bateman lookalike motherfucker who I think he made a fucking failure of a dating app too. Like that's the only thing that he has to his name is like a right-wing dating app that didn't work. Because why the fuck would anyone want to date right-wingers? Stupid ass bitch is popping on TikTok. He pops off on TikTok, okay? The right stuff. Yeah, that's right. This fucking used car dealership owner, fail son, looking ass bitch is a part of Project 2025. But the only reason why I hate him because he is so fucking annoying. He just sits around at a Denny's or whatever and will take a bite out of his fucking fried chicken and go, ugh. What's up with trans people? Aren't they fucking gross? And then it's like everybody loves it. But that's not the reason why I hate him. I hate him so much worse. I hate him so much more when he has those fucking TikToks where he'll be like, why is America wasting so much time and energy defending a whole ass different foreign country like Israel instead of defending our homeless veterans? That's why I hate this motherfucker, because I know he's a part of the Republican Party infrastructure. He is the most rapacious scumbag who fucking absolutely loves Israel, but will unironically, knowing full fucking well that on TikTok you can pop off shitting on Israel, uses that to gain momentum and get all these fucking dumbasses to follow along. What is this?
To the trans community, you can keep pretending you're women, but at 40, you're still going to need a prostate exam.
Well, at least they don't need Freddy Fazbear, because this one kid needed Freddy Fazbear in 1987, and Freddy bit him, and it hurt him real bad. They call it the night.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck did you guys just send me? What the fuck is going on? What am I looking at, dude? Why? What are you fucking sending me, bro? What the fuck is happening? No, it's done. I know it will technically ban myself as well. We're banning autism in the broadcast. We're done. I'm done. I will no longer, I am going to take a vaccine that will cure me of my autism, just like the vaccine that I took that gave me autism. There will be inevitably another vaccine that will cure me of the autism that I have from the original vaccine that gave me gay autism. What is happening? Why did you send this to me? Is a bit, bro. I know it's a bit. All right, we're going to go back. I just banned myself, dude. Fuck it. Dude. This reminds me of all the fucking people that were like shitting on John Oliver. All the like radical MLs on Twitter being like, John Oliver is the... John Oliver, welcome to another hour of a guy who's going to tell you all the underlying problems of capitalism, but never point to the fact that it's capitalism that is at play. And it's like, dude... He is literally so far ahead of the game in terms of like genuinely and adequately addressing societal problems. Like, what are you talking about? And he's doing it from a mainstream podium. Yeah, oh, this is the one. Yeah, there it is. Looking at the symptoms of capitalism weekly while avoiding the underlying problem with John Oliver. This person is absolutely correct. John Oliver is the only late night host who criticizes the Democratic Party from a left wing viewpoint and does criticize capitalism. He just does it without saying capitalism bad up front all the time. You were just media illiterate. Yeah, 100%. Do I think he's a fucking Maoist third worldist? Absolutely not. I don't think so. And he certainly has issues when it comes to American foreign policy. The left cannot stop punching people who should be our allies currently. We do not have a semblance of the world John Oliver is pushing for, and you're deciding to hit him wag. Yeah, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this Mass Strike Now account. Card carrying communist meme propagandist pictured Zofia Yamaika, IRL activist. I don't care. Okay? And this isn't me like defending a person that I love unconditionally or whatever. I've criticized John Oliver quite a bit, especially when it comes to his foreign policy stuff. Okay? And I cannot believe that this is causing me to literally defend a British man. Okay? But it is absolutely ridiculous. His writers are great. I know some of you motherfuckers are in here right now. Okay? And John himself is pretty good too.
Branch. As one person who's read that manifesto puts it, it turns the separation of powers among the three branches...
And the reason why I was talking about this, why did I bring that up? Because he doesn't just stay at Project 2025. He literally is doing exactly what I would do in this situation. Describing how Project 2025 isn't a recent phenomenon and is actually a long-term commitment to ideological fascism, utilizing institutional power and creating like false understandings of legal doctrine to specifically centralize power in the hands of a fascist Republican. This has taken many, many decades. It's not like a new thing. And he's basically describing that when he talks about the unitary executive theory. As you guys are pointing out in the chat, the unimaginable amount of unfettered, unrestricted, straightforward, openly white supremacist Nazi content that goes viral. And I say viral because like a lot of that shit is botted regardless. But even then, even if it wasn't botted, like the fact that the platform is putting that up as like prominent examples of the kinds of content that they love seeing on there and allow to thrive on there. The fact that all of that exists on Twitter is so bad. Okay? It is unimaginably bad. Every fucking other day, my For You page, when I log on to my desktop to get started on my day, I'm like, ooh, let's take a look at what's going on my For You page. Maybe I'll get a better understanding of what the fuck's going on. Maybe I'll get a better understanding of what the fuck is happening in the world. And immediately I see like a white supremacist account being like, America used to be better when there was more white on black violence and less black on white violence. I'm not making this up. That was a legitimate account that Elon Musk responds to on a regular basis. There was a dude. What's the name of that fucking account? You guys know. Where's Megaphonics when you goddamn need him? This motherfucker's never around when you finally... It's not end wokeness. It's like that scientific racism account that Elon Musk sometimes comments on. It's like I-40 or something. I don't know what it's called. But they were straight up posting. He was straight, like that account was straight up being like, yeah, America was so much better when there was anti-black violence versus, oh, yeah, eyelash O. Oh, and you fucking boofed it. All right. So this shit will just repeat in 2029. What the fuck do we do when liberals just use Project 2029 and pressure? No, that's the whole point. The whole point is that like it's not just about like voting for the Democrats to save the country, because that's not going to happen. It's just not going to work. Like go ahead. Think that like voting for Democrats will save. Think that voting for Democrats are going to save the country is not going to work. What do you make of the liberal line that if Trump wins, democracy is over forever? I'm not so certain, but I do know personally that we don't necessarily have a real democratic process to begin with. And we work extra hard on, you know, developing some sort of foundation for it so it doesn't crumble. Anyway. So what's your take on Project 2025? I mean, I think John Oliver addressed it, kind of, which is that Project 2025 is not new, nor is it unique. I addressed it as well, for the record. Project 2025 is not new. It's not unique. It is basically just a newer sticker that they slapped onto it